they do a lot. They have time for these self-reflections and soul searching. When they come back, they maybe approach the fight game a little differently because it was taken away from them for a while. Are you in that boat, or are you just picking up right where you left off? You feel?
I think a little bit of both, maybe. Um, I just really wanted to get back. You know, at the same time, I don't know if I necessarily had this like long layoff where I was just like not training and not like able to do anything. I went through several camps where I was like thinking I was gonna fight and then didn't get to fight, you know, and several times where I was like, okay, I'm gonna finally do what I love, and then nope, just kidding, you're not gonna get to do it, you know. Um, and it's more frustrating. So I think what I really got to do rather than soul searching was just learning a lot of patience, and I think it was just really a testament of faith and a testament of like how much do you really want this dream, you know, how much are you really willing to go, and how bad do you really want it, you know. And I think that I'm showing everyone and myself and the coaches how bad I really want this, and I think I proved that tonight.
And just last one for me. How do you want to handle your career moving forward? Want to get back in there quickly after getting checked out, or and like so? I guess yeah, when do you want to get back in there?
Yeah, after being out for 21 months, my plan was to fight again tomorrow.
Congratulations and welcome back.
Just a quick one for me. Obviously, a tough year, the lead up to the fight with Aaron. You were close with Ben. You lost Duke Rufus. How did all that, like dealing with all that life stuff, kind of while you were not fighting, help you prepare for this fight?
You know, life is short, and I think that I don't really know how to put it into words. I mean, I was close with Duke for a while. You know, he was a coach of mine. Um, but I know that there's also a lot of other people that were a lot closer to him than I was. You know, Sergio and Anthony Pettis were like sons to him, um, and so I know that it was a really hard moment for them, um, and I can't imagine losing him. You know, for them, and I just hope that you know they know that he is looking down on them. He is proud of the men that they are, and I know that Duke's legacy is going to continue to live on. And even Ben, like, you know, it was tough to watch Ben go through what he went through, but Ben is still here, and Ben is one of the most mentally strong-willed people that I know. And he has taught me a lot, whether he knows it or not. You know, he's taught me so much just in my life, in my fighting career, and in just like everything, you know. Um, both those guys have had a lot of impact on my life, and they probably didn't even know it. And every coach has, you know, every coach that I've had in my life has taught me so much, and I owe a lot to every single one of them. And not being able to fight it is tough, but there's a it's not just about fighting, you know. There's greater things than just fighting, and life is so short. And um, I don't really know if there's a lot of things to say about like just fighting and that, but it's a tough thing to go through, you know. And I just hope that everyone that did have Duke in their life is just, you know, I don't know how to put it into words. I just hope that they have peace in their life, and I just hope that they know that you know Duke was a special person, and that his legacy is going to continue to shine on through a lot of athletes and through a lot of people, because he was one of the greatest people that I have met, both as a fighter and as
over here. Congratulations on the victory. You know, you've overcome so much the last few months. I wanted to know, did any fighters reach out to you to like help you through everything or give you advice to help you keep your head up?
There has been a lot of fighters. Yeah, there's been a lot of fighters that have reached out, um, but also I also try to not be on Instagram or social media as much. It's kind of a mix of like there's a lot of support that has come through, you know, even former opponents, you know, Jessica, I reached out and there's been several, you know, but it's also tough because I try to just really focus on not going towards every single person, you know, that tries to reach their hand out, just because it's like if I try to go towards every single person, it's like everyone has something to help with. It's like if I try to go towards everyone, it's trying to like, okay, which one do I go with? You know, it is tough, but at the same time, it's like I am so grateful for every single person that has offered their support. So it's like it's a very nice thing, but at the same time, it's like I do also appreciate the doctors that I have in place. You know, the UFC at the front of it has given so much support too. So I'm very thankful that every single fighter that has offered their support. Thank you guys.
And who really believes he could be next in line with a big victory here. He is the favorite heading into this matchup.